Virtus.Pro. For years, Virtus.Pro failed to be able to take on evil geniuses. Ever since 2015, they tried and tried again and were not able to take down EG. However, apparently, we're going to start off with an early first blood as we head into our game.
Makes ganking very strong, as he's going to lay on the stun, but the lift might just come in.
Runs at him. As long as they land this stun, it will be a kill on a Solo. The homing missile is going to stun up Sumail a little bit longer, so he won't be able to claim the kill bounty there.
You saw what he did, Crit? He was trying to make it so that Sumail could lightning storm the last hit.
But he figured, okay, the stun...
Yeah. Within one day with no practice, well, you came in with an idea, it's either right, you've got to rely on it as the stun.
Sumail, he is dead to the homing missile and auto attacks from Virtus.Pro. So a successful gank there. Both teams misery. He's spotted now. Now he's going to get rolled on by the Earth Spirit. Needs to be able to get a protective snowball onto Ramses. They're going to still go for this kill. Ramses has to run himself away. Thankfully for the stun from Solo, hits 2, and they'll just focus on getting the kill on Misery. Misery
nice
dishing out as much damage on Roger as possible. Still not a full of crit. He is going to be able to pull the lane back and might just be able to dodge this gank. Ramses trying to go for the open wounds. Telekinesis. Okay, now you're definitely dead. Crit that little loop-de-loop secured it. He is caught and will end up dying for the hard pull.
He probably would have died no matter what. The Lifestealer was in good position anyways. And
how do they really change this? It looks like they're going to try and bring the Gyrocopter to the fight here. Ramses easily pops the range. They're going to be caught by the Gyrocopter. Snowball buys Misery a little bit of time. So instead, they turn on to Fear, trying to kill that big core. The Ice Shard blocks him out a little bit, but still, no one pushing forward. Gets a little bit of split damage between Fear as well as Misery. Swap is up. Fear goes for it. Manages to swap in. Crit, he's going to give up his support in exchange to stay alive. It's just going to be Misery who dies from the gank from BP, so a relatively successful dodge there from Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, that was excellent. You knew he was going to go for that play. He was trying to get separation between him and the rest of his supports. Vengeful Spirit, very stat-heavy hero.
Arteezy, 5 seconds until Purification is up. The roll-in for Roger will happen first. The Telekinesis will not be good enough. Pasha gets away with murder.
Roger, unlikely to die out of mana. Doesn't have the turn, and Sumail is coming in for this.
All right, well maybe they can get the support. Pasha actually doesn't have repel, but he's going to be able to TP away anyway. Roger going to be caught by the snowball here, slowed down just enough by the lightning, and will die. 5-3. Virtus.Pro pick up another big core kill.
They needed something like that, and the Omni Knight.
Ramses on the night in the safe lane, trying to give Omni that extra push.
Oh, mid lane.
Snowball gank onto no one, set up by the Telekinesis. Sumail will be able to land his stuff, but not before the Gyrocopter gets off his nukes, and that might end up in kill. Now Sumail with the double stun, as well as the roll-in as well. They might be able to pick up 2. Sumail's certainly dead. Misery's going to be caught by the kick, and they're going to try and run him down with a Hex. That will be an extra pickup. What a huge turnaround there. The Gyrocopter barely able to get off the call.
Is below the Gyrocopter in that work, but very
coming in, they're going to land on a crit, and she's going to stun on a Fear as well. Now they're going to target Fear first with a homing missile coming in, and they want the wrong barrage. They're going to be able to get that kill. Last Fear can swap his way out of this one. The Infest, okay, the call down will land. That'll definitely get the kill on Fear, and Crit couldn't TP out fast enough either.
And this time, no one with the follow-up call down. He was paid.
Solo, but BP always rotating, always keeping pace with the kick back into the Lion. Lion gotta be careful though, that AoE damage a little bit dangerous. No one pushes forward into Fear, but they're just happy with the kill on the Leshrac. That is good enough for BP.
This reminds me of their game against Liquid, but it was Liquid that was just constantly bringing people over to show up their weak laning phase as evenly as possible and out-farm them when they go for these gank attempts. The downside, though, is that they're still getting core kills as Arteezy might get take that Fear. Solo with the stun. There's the finger there.
Be close. The neutrals almost took the kill away from Solo, but he snacks it in the end. Now he does not have a TP, so he knows he's probably screwed here unless he really jukes this one out. Needs to stay out of vision. Finally going to be spotted though, and he will be caught by Fear. Does have a couple disables, can get a little bit more distance. Just cost EG more time before they finally claim his bounty.
Yeah. Caught again, the Lion's coming in.
Solo says he will be there soon. Just hold on, Gyro. They're going to lead with the call down. The homing missile going to be able to follow that one up. And it looks like the Gyrocopter almost solos up Arteezy by himself. And now activates the Shrine, trying to stay alive. Not going to be good enough. No one will manage to get the kill against the healing of the...
You know how EG plays.
Pull back in, but that is going to be Infest. They throw down the Finger of Death on Roger, but it's not going to be enough damage. Sumail tries to hit him with the stun. That will be enough to be able to get the kill. Look at those body blocks turn crit. Ramses might not be able to get the kill as a result. In fact, he won't. Sumail slips away into the night, and Ramses left with nothing in his hand. The other side now.
You're going to go to one of your 2 wards right now.
Yeah, and they have nice ward over here on the Triangle Farms. Fear is going to be one caught by here. They just throw everything they have, even the Finger of Death, just to blow him up quickly. And surely Evil Geniuses will know about that ward now, but it's going to be a bit late, that ward.
That is the 2nd kill that area has netted them.
Yeah, it's already served its purpose. This is very clear. The supports are not just hanging around here for nothing. They're not just trying to get experience. They want this kill on Ramses, and they might just be able to get it to victory. He has to hold on to the Walrus Punch as long as possible to make sure Ramses can't TP away. Now the rages fall. Evil Geniuses will be able to collect on him.
He's got to catch up with that Battle Fury.
If he can get the Battle Fury, he can really start accelerating his farm. Solo is going to be able to snatch up a Tusk kill, it looks like, with the help of Roger. Crit just instantly pops the rage that he stole from earlier and TP's out.
Israel's going to be the sacrifice, but that's going to allow Arteezy to get a lot of farm.
Especially since they do have such a big power spike coming in with the Radiance on Lifestealer. They are going to be able to lead with an Impale. Now he does have an Earth Spike to be able to turn around on these 2. Throws Pasha onto the high ground. Solo does have a Finger of Death. If he wants to blow it, he needs to blow it now, but never mind. Roger collects it with the kick.
There's a lot of plus damage. Yep, just the 98%. Why is this Rubik dying so fast?
Yeah, I was like, did he have a double damage? What the hell's going on?
He's now starting to pick up a lot of farm. He's 2nd in net worth, even with the Roshan
here. Samael leading off with the old Scepter. Not going to be close enough. Gear has the Shadow Blade. He's going to try and lead off goal on the Lifestealer here, but now Gear, what are you doing? He's not going to be able to get a Swamp Bomb on his Samael. He's going to survive for the time being, but Homing Missile's already to land on top of it. Inside to call down. Roger saying, nice, thank you, Evil Geniuses. We will gladly take that engagement that Fear just forced for us. That is 4 down on EG and nobody dead on VP.
Fear saw everybody there, but goes to the stun on Ramses, who, frankly, they have no hope of killing. Maybe they thought because they saw Roger up the top, they could win that fight. But Arteezy's not ready to fight without his BKB anyways. And this might just be a high ground attempt now from VP.
Oh, what a disaster. One fight is all it takes in VP. They're going to take a tier 3 here with the last track down for 20 seconds.
Yeah, this one feels like a gimme.
Are they going to go for more? Ooh, they're going to try and push it a little bit further. Go for the melee racks.
They still have the Aegis.
Ice Shards just trying to get little points of damage in here. The Rax is just about to fall, and Evil Geniuses still have 5 seconds left on Samael. Tusk, he tries to pursue a little bit, but gives up on it.
On his team really is.
They've caught the Lion in mid lane. Telekinesis pullback, Evil Geniuses, something small to work with here.
Yeah, this is how it starts. You just need to get a few kills here or there. Don't lose anybody outside the base. Not the ward regardless of where you think the fight's going to occur. You just want vision for your entire team. Roger's going to
instantly clicks in. He is going to instantly blow up on Fear. It's going to be caught by Ramses, but managed to get the bash in. Guardian Angel trying to save Ramses as long as possible. The Radiance burn down on Vengeful Spirit will finish spot, but now they're going to turn instead, trying to get back to the shrine, but no one has BKB as well. Samael's going to be caught and just destroyed. Finger of Death blows him up. The rest of the team did get back to the shrine, but it looks like our Tusk Snowball is going to die here. So Evil Geniuses, they lost the last rack in that fight, but it was a fresh Bloodstone. So he will be back up early, and they will have a buyback on the Tusk as well.
Sure. If there's no Roche, EG were really hoping for that. And Pasha's going to buy back, anticipating it.
They don't know that Roshan.
Yeah, they don't know about this.
So they're going to try and challenge here, and Ramses goes on it. Nice pick from Roger. Here comes that call down. That's going to be landing on everyone with Solo in the back line, disabling up Samael. He's not getting any magic damage out. It's all up to Arteezy, but it's not enough. He can't finish on Pasha. Samael's dead as well. What a buyback from VP. Screw Roshan. Let's go to the high ground. We know that some of them do not have buybacks.
And that double damage from the gyrocopter just did so much work there.
Massive. They catch Evil Geniuses in such a small little area. The flat cannon, the call down, everything from the gyrocopter nets himself about 3,600 hero damage in that fight.
Yeah. You got the Leshrac back up because of the Bloodstone, but with 2 heroes still on the ice, just waiting. EG with 3 heroes up. You couldn't fight 5-on-5. What hope is there for the 3-on-5? VP, the good news for EG is they can't get Megas. There is still a tier 2, but I'd imagine they just go into the Roche pit right now.
Yeah.
And the timing works out perfect for them.
Roche just comes up.
Run into EG as hard as you can. If you buy back and it doesn't pan out, Well, that's okay too.
Oh, EG. They try and go into the pit, almost got the telekinesis, not going to happen. Walrus the ball down, going to be with the same crit, but here comes no one with a repel on him. He can just focus down these heroes. The swap back is going to be able to save Arteezy, but he's already so low. He can't really go for this fight. He's going to try anyway the BKB, but they're just going to turn on with his physical damage. Now it's Samael standing alone against the rest of VP, but he's ripped to shreds. Misery. That is the cleanup right there. Evil Geniuses lose the fight outside of the Roshan pit, and as you said, it feels like the last hurrah. VP not even bothering with Roshan a second time here. Tough, a little bit scary position, being in a best of one against any team. Evil Geniuses having such a stellar record against VP in the past. They probably felt a little bit nervous, but now they have mega creeps. There's nothing to be nervous about. Move forward confidently, VP. This fight should be yours. The call down comes through. Fear is already dead. He's just trying to save members, but Misery's going to die as well. The saving heroes are gone. Now Chris going to be pushed back into the rest of VP. He's dead. Samael and Arteezy struggling to stay alive inside of the fountain. Ramsey wants to go for it. No one is going for it. He may die to the fountain, but they will force out the GG out of EG. Pasha
going to repel himself though at the end to make sure that he